Hi everybody, welcome to you in Poultry Essential channel of Engineer Rifat Khater. Today we are going to talk about coli bacillosis or coli septicemia disease in poultry. Etiology. The causative agent is a bacterium Escherichia coli, which is gram-negative and bacilli bacteria. It lives naturally in the intestine of birds, animals and human. But if the bird is exposed to a disease or any stress factors, its resistance becomes weak and these bacteria become pathogenic. These bacteria are often accompanied with some diseases such as Newcastle, Gumboro, infectious bronchitis and mycoplasmosis, causing the secondary infection which accompanies these diseases. These bacteria are transmitted to the birds in the same poultry house via inhaling coliform contaminated dust. Clinical signs and gross lesions. Coli bacillosis cause the following disease conditions. 1. Embryo and early chick mortality. When incubating contaminated eggs with the chicken's feces, the colon bacteria in the feces multiplicate and attack the embryos and kill them, and reduce hatchability ratio and increase mortality rate in the hatched chicks during the period from 3 to 6 days, then decreased gradually. Hatched chicks don't eat or drink and make continuous sounds. Also, the hatched chicks are infected with omphalitis and their feces are pasted and attached to the cloacal vent. Gross lesions. 1. Omphalitis. 2. Non-absorption of yolk sac. 3. Enlargement and inflammation of the liver. 4. The membranes surrounding the heart are filled with white materials. To prevent this pathological condition, the hatched eggs must be clean and not contaminated with the chicken feces. Also, the hatched eggs should be fumigated with formalin to kill the bacteria that cause this condition. 2. AIDS sac infection. E. coli often infects the respiratory system of infected birds, with some respiratory diseases as a secondary accompanied infection, such as mycoplasmosis, Newcastle disease, and infectious bronchitis. This condition is commonly called air sac disease. This condition occurs chiefly at the age of 5 to 12 weeks. Air sac disease occurs in broilers more than layer breed chicks. Air sac disease spreads in the poorly ventilated houses that have high level of ammonia. Clinical signs are respiratory disturbances, birds' weak resistance to respiratory diseases, weakness and high mortality. Gross lesions. Increase the thickness of the air sacs. The air sacs are clouded because they contain mucus or fibrinous or cheesy materials. The membranes covering heart and liver are clouded as a result of the deposition of fibrinous or cheesy materials. 3. Synovitis. Inflammation of the synovial membrane of the joints after the bird is infected with coli septicemia as a result of joints enlargement and containing mucus or cheesy secretions similar to that caused by Mycoplasma synovium microbe. Some birds may recover within a week, but most cases turn into a chronic infection and the bird becomes weak and dies within a few weeks. 4. Panophthalmitis. It is an uncommon manifestation of E. coli septicemia. E. coli infects one of the bird's eyes, causing pus inflammation. Then the birds become half blind, but it dies after a short period. 5. Salpingitis. After infection with air sac disease in adult hens, the infection is usually transmitted to the oviduct. The infection is also transmitted from cloacal vent to the oviduct, causing inflammations that cause cheesy materials. The affected hens stop laying eggs and die during the first 6 months post-infection. 6. Pericarditis. The pericardial sac becomes inflamed after coli septicemia and becomes cloudy as it is filled with a light yellow fibrinous secretions. Prevention. Fumigating hatcheries with formalin to prevent E. coli microbe from transmitting to hatched chicks. 2. Good disinfection of poultry houses and equipments used in rearing before housing chicks. 3. Increase the resistance of chicks so that the E. coli microbe does not turn into pathological microbe by providing balanced diets and suitable environmental and healthy needs. Treatment. Since E. coli microbe has different strains and some are resistant to some antibiotics, the microbe should be isolated from infected birds and then making antibiotic sensitivity test for choosing the appropriate antibiotic. There are numerous antibiotics used in the treatment of E. coli microbe, such as neomycin, ampicillin, clomiquine, colistin, oxytetracycline, chlortetracycline, and trimethoprim. We can use any one of the formed antibiotics according to the instructions of the manufacturer's company, plus vitamin A3E at the rate of 3,000 to 5,000 units per bird daily for 3 to 5 consecutive days. Finally, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to press subscribe, like and share. If you have any inquiry related to this video, please comment and I'll reply with suitable answer. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.